April is Confederate Heritage Month to remind neo-Confederates and Lost Cause ass clowns what their heritage is. The Sons of Liberty admin team is executing a daily series throughout this entire month, commemorating anniversary events and honoring Southerners who remained loyal to the United States. If you're just coming across this video, make sure to follow the Sons of Liberty, as we'll be upsetting neo-Confederates and Lost Cause bigots all month long. That's literally why I've got my snowflake collector here. Salty Confederate tears. During the American Civil War, Virginia resident William Terrill Bradby was one of an estimated 20,000 Native Americans who served with Union military forces in the fight against the Confederacy. A large part of Bradby's own contributions to the Union cause involved maritime transportation. A member of the Pamunkey tribe, Bradby was born in Virginia in 1833. After the Civil War broke out in 1861, Bradby remained loyal to the Union, even though Virginia joined the Confederacy. Bradby's unwavering decision to side with the North resulted in his church expelling him from its congregation. Even more significantly, his military service on behalf of the Union often placed him at high risk and in harm's way. Bradby's initial activities with the Union forces included serving as a land guide and scout for the Army of the Potomac during the Peninsula Campaign in southeastern Virginia in 1862. The following year, however, Bradby exchanged those land-based assignments for water duty when he joined the Union Navy. Throughout the remainder of the war, Bradby served on a variety of military ships and boats and even piloted several of those vessels. For a good part of 1863 and 1864, for example, he was a pilot second class for vessels that were part of a Union flotilla on the James River in Virginia. Whilst serving on the steamship USS Shokokan on that river, Bradby was shot in the leg by a Confederate shell. This injury turned out to only be a flesh wound, but it also brought about rheumatism that would plague Bradby for the remainder of his days. Other vessels on which Bradby served were the gunboats USS Onondaga and USS Huron, the tugboat USS Epsilon, the steamship USS Daylight, and the torpedo boat USS Spuyten Duyvil. There were several other Native Americans from Virginia who likewise served the Union as guides and pilots during the war. They included Bradby's brother Sterling, as well as Thornton Almond, John Langston, William Sampson, and Powhatan Weisiger. William Terrill Bradby's own military record, however, is one of the most detailed and best documented of that group. After the Civil War ended, Bradby returned to where he had lived prior to the conflict, the Pamunkey Reservation on the western shore of the Chesapeake Bay in Virginia. Bradby remained there for the rest of his life, becoming one of the most respected members of the community. He died sometime around 1905. For the entire month of April, a whopping handful of days left of it anyway, the Sons of Liberty is running a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo to create a year-long documentary web series on Civil War history. We have over 80,000 subscribers on YouTube alone, so if just 10% of them gave $5 each, we'd be well past our funding goal, and I could shut the hell up about it. Funding this campaign means that the Sons of Liberty admins get to take you on an exciting historical journey and, at the same time, help educate or debunk, depending, various bits of Civil War history, myths, legends, and lies. Reminder that the Confederacy were traitors who betrayed the United States and tried to destroy the Union out of spite. Reminder that heritage, not hate, is lost cause horse shit. Reminder that the lost cause narrative is revisionist history bullshit. Reminder that the South seceded over slavery and economic factors tied to slavery. And here's another reminder that the Confederacy is a bunch of traitors who lost a war that they started, got their asses kicked in the war that they started, and were forced to beg to be readmitted into the Union. P.S. Your flag, this one right here, this surrender cloth, is a participation trophy. Admin Tim316 says get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry.
And now it's time for the throw punch!
And the torpedo boat USS Spuyten Duyvil. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly, so fuck it. I'm gonna take a drink. Confederate tears.